Reddit. This happened in mid-March just as COVID was starting. I'm aware that this does make me seem like a spoiled person and I'm sorry. I'm just telling it as it happened. This was my first experience with an entitled parent and was just pissed. And even writing this is making my blood boil. Anyway, have a great day, night and happy reading. So my family and myself were flying back from a ski trip. This is important. Now the day we left the mountain it shut down due to COVID. Now we considered ourselves lucky. However, there were people just arriving that day who had to cancel their skiing plans. So we are just boarding the flight, and normally they have a separate ramp for first class and economy. This is important because it's how we meet EP, so we board the plane first and take our seats. Now keep in mind that this is a 5-6 hour flight, so the first class or cabin has 20 or so seats. So after our zone boards, the next one boards, and so on until the entitled family comes. They consisted of a mother and her 2 kids that looked around 13 and 15 respectively. As they passed they whispered spoiled under their breath. I didn't think much of it until we were in the air. 1 hour passes and I'm reading, watching a movie, and I see the 15-year-old Deck walk into the cabin. She stares and looks around for a few minutes and then goes back. I again just brush it off and go back to reading. Shortly after that they start serving the first meal. I ordered a steak and mashed potatoes. As the meals are being served, Ek returns with her sister. They looked shocked at the food. To be fair, it looked better than most standard airline food, and walked up and down the aisle. Then a flight attendant told them to leave as they weren't supposed to be there. Another 15 minutes passes by and I see the entitled mother wandering the cabin alone, and a flight attendant asked her if she was here to see anybody. She said no and is asked to leave. She then asked the flight attendant if she can trade places with one of the first-class passengers, and the flight attendant says that she can if she gets permission from the passenger she wishes to trade with. Now we have to understand that this is not normal. She should have said no. I will elaborate on that later. So she heads back to bring her kids and notices that I'm the only one that does not have headphones on. Now I kid you not. That crazy woman actually asked me to trade seats. No, I could have said screw off, but I watched this situation come to be and wanted to see how it played out. So I asked her why should I give up my seat. Mother, well, our skiing trip was cancelled and we've been saving up for it for years and my girls just want to have something special. Keep in mind that the rest of my family is sleeping. 15-year-old kid plus you're a spoiled brat, you don't need it as much as us. 13-year-old loser. No, I knew that this was too much for me to handle, so I woke my parents across the aisle. My mom, what's this about? Entitled mother, we need your seat cell. We've had a long day and my kids are disappointed that other kids can fly first class. Now my parents and the most respectful people I know, but when someone insults our family she gets pissed off. My mom, we're not giving our seats to your poor ass. I know that was harsh and mean, but everyone was upset and COVID made everyone nervous and tense. Not an excuse, but just telling it as it happened. At this point most people are telling them to get out and the 15-year-old says, "This bitch deserves to be in coach." That was the last straw for my mom. She got the flight attendant and they firmly asked them to get out. The entitled mother says the other flight attendant said it was okay. She then goes on saying about how she needs this seat and how her kids will never go on a vacation again because they wasted their money on this one. She is then escorted out by flight crew. 3 hours later, her kids came back at the end to apologize but ended up saying how we were stuck up. I responded by ordering ice cream and calling them beggars. So a bit of backstory, this is pre-COVID and it was the day before my birthday. I was at Edible Arrangements. If you don't know what that is, I'll put a link to a picture in the comments, and I was with my dad waiting in line to get our order. M is in front of us and she starts yelling at what do you mean I can't get this for free? It's Kay's birthday. I'm sorry ma'am, but I can't just give you your order for free just because it's Kay's birthday. Let me speak to your manager. Okay, hold on a second. He goes through the employees only door and comes back a minute later with What seems to be the problem, ma'am? He isn't giving me my order for free. And why do you think that we'll just give you your order for free? It's Kay's birthday tomorrow. So? I need it. I'm sorry ma'am, but we don't go around giving customers free orders because it's their child's birthday. Very well, I know the woman who owns this store, so you can kiss your jaws goodbye. And then she stomps out of the store in a huff. I'm trying not to laugh because I actually know the guy who owns the store. He's my best friend's dad. After she left, me and my dad got our order and paid for it like a decent person. Thank you for watching to the end. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe.